Hydrate power. You're in the dog zone for an hour. Come on. You know the number. 1-900 hot dog. 1-900 hot dog. 1-900 hot dog. Yeah, 9,000.
Welcome to the Dog Zone 9000, the official podcast of 1-900hotdog.com. We're the last comedy website. You can subscribe to us at patreon.com/1-900hotdog. We do articles filled with jokes about bizarre things. It's like back when the internet was good, only we're still doing it. End of commercial. I'm the World Web's Seanbaby, and my partner was nearly the backup spokeshunk for Honk Thrusters Milk Snacks. He's Robert Brockway.
I'm Robert Brockway. Here's a Robert Brockway fact. I have actually seen Bigfoot. And I know how he got his cute little perm. No follow-up questions.
Oh, I have so many. Now it really hurts that there aren't any follow-up questions. Our guest is a writer and a podcaster and a Jeopardy champ. He's internet favorite, Alex Schmidt. Welcome back.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. Always great. And I just watching this thing I've watched, I have many follow-up questions. So that's great. Yeah.
Before we get into it, let's do some plugs. Alex, where can people find more of you?
So I love writing columns monthly for 1-900 Hot Dog. And also, if people have heard SIF lately, Secretly Incredibly Fascinating, the big life news is that I'm going to have a baby. Woo-woo. So I won't write columns for a little while I am working on being a dad.
We're happy to help any way we can.
Promote that baby. I'm promoting baby.
That's true. I guess I'm promoting the baby. Like and subscribe to the baby.
That baby's coming so soon, huh?
Yeah, they're on Babetreon. That's a name. Great.
Babetreon.
Nope, I take back the branding. It sounds like something else. Sounds like OnlyFans. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and our podcast, Secretly Incredibly Fascinating, I'm very proud of it. And there will also be some parental leave weeks of that while I'm being a dad, initially.
Awesome. Great plugs.
Thank you.
I legally have to go next. I am obligated to promote my new book, I Will Kill Your Imaginary Friend for $200. But, I mean, that could be it. I'm already in prison. What are they going to do? What are they going to do if I stop? And now that the pressure's off, I can tell you it's good. It's a good book. It's got universally wildly positive reviews everywhere. I don't fully understand it. It's crazy I went to prison.
Yeah, it's a weird thing to get put in prison for, but it sort of makes sense.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I get like, they don't give me much internet time. We got a library. We got a gym. I got a lot of friends that look suspiciously like me. And all my book sales get me tickets that I can redeem at the prison prize counter. So still buy the book. Buy the book because I want the sweet pewter skull ring. It looks really cool. Lower stakes plugs these days.
I hope you're doing the thing where you carve tallies of the days into the cinder block wall, but then there are other tallies for podcast appearances during your incarceration.
That's one of the reasons I need the ring. I need the ring to carve those days.
Yeah.
And also to carve Slayer and Anarchy symbols.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So
really
people know you're badass.
Getting back to my roots.
Yes. I'm going to plug our other podcast. It's called Big Feats, and it's a watch-along podcast about the Bigfoot hunting show Mountain Monsters. But since they haven't looked for Bigfoot in like 70 episodes, today we're going to talk about Bigfoot. Specifically, the 1973 television show spanning 5 seasons and 105 episodes, The $6 Million Man. And we're going to talk about the 5 episodes they made about Bigfoot. And I've been behind on Deadlight since like 1997, so I didn't get to watching these until last night. So I watched 5 episodes of The $6 Million Man last night, and I have completely lost track of what speed people are supposed to move. And so,
yeah, it's a weird watch.
And the storytelling pace is off. So I think it just might be normal to just take a 30-minute pause between anything happening. And then when it does, just to have it all happen in slow motion. That's a normal thing for me now.
Yeah, the dialogue is really thrown together in its pacing.
Yes,
very rapid and all over the place and silly. And then the way people move through the Angeles National Forest is pretty slow.
Yeah, I think
And
even
the,
people
and the fight scenes are just glacial. My
just
God.
glacial, not just glacial, but then slowed down after they were glacial to just because that's their thing is that back in the 70s they didn't have a ton of special effect options or budget for the show, so they're like, he's going really fast. How do we show that? Oh, I got it. We'll slow it down, add some sound effects, and it kind of worked. It's like, okay, just because you know what it's supposed to mean, and so eventually you get used to it. But then they started doing every action sequence like that. So if someone jumps over a fence, it's slow motion. If someone throws a punch, it's slow motion, and you're like, okay, it's fucking crazy.
You're used to like slow motion being reserved for something really special and cool. Like we go into slow motion, especially in this like 70s coded era. Which I like to call the 70s, so I'm not sure I said it like that. But especially in like the 70s, when you would like, it's kung fu influence, so you would slow down when somebody's doing a fucking sweet jump kick that like, this stuntman's gonna die at the end of that jump kick. Let's pause and just respect his sacrifice here for a little bit.
Yeah.
While he plummets toward the earth. But here they're like, oh, we got to go into slow motion for this clumsy slap. Like, that wasn't, I really didn't need to see. It's worse in slow motion that I could see you did not slap that person.
And they don't like ramp it down for the impact. It's like, no. The face off is in slow motion. The approach is in slow motion. The slap is in slow motion. The impact when they fall down is so you could just see, oh, this was just a couple of guys really gently shoving each other around before this.
Yeah, I think what they did was it was already a slow fight. Like, and so they did it very slowly so we can be like, oh, I can actually look like I can get closer to like punching you if I go really slow. And then they slowed that down.
Yes. And this might shock the listeners. There's no punching. Like $6 Million Man probably threw one punch in 100 episodes. It's all like sort of forearm shivers and shoves and arm drag flings, like not even judo, like high school wrestling arm drags into like flops.
Stiff-armed slaps is like everybody's just like a stationary clothesline.
Yep.
This was my first time ever watching The $6 Million Man. Nice. I had seen the intro sequence, which is good, but then like the show is so much lower rent than I expected, and so much more of a man speaking to people about a situation show than an action show. It's just a guy having little Christ-like adventures almost of like, I am the being everyone cares about, and I'll just go meet everyone in my journeys, you know?
Yep. I have the intro. It is super rad. I'll play that here just to kind of catch people up.
Steve Austin, astronaut, a man barely alive. Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We have the capability to make the world's first bionic man. Steve Austin will be that man.
Hell yeah.
Better than he was before. Better, stronger,
better, and
faster.
And then, okay, you get it. I mean, this is awesome. This is 5 seasons of TV right there. Like, the intro is legendary.
It is really good. Yeah.
And
I had also, like Schmidt, never actually watched it, but I felt like I knew everything about it. And I certainly knew the intro by heart.
Right.
Despite never consciously remembering seeing an episode.
It's really permeated the culture in every direction. Like, it's so spoofed and referenced, because I think everyone who sees the slow-mo clocks it as weird. And so, like, it was just in kind of every stand-up act for a couple of decades. Like, because it's just this easy thing to sort of, isn't this weird? But also, there's only 3 channels, so everyone has seen it or had back in the day. Except you two, apparently. But this ran deep into our childhood in reruns, for sure.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know why it was a blind spot. Like, I've seen the Rockford Files. You've seen, like, that's a...
Rockford Files
is a weird
kind
one
of sweet sometimes.
It's a weird one for a kid to watch. You're like, should I know what a pimp is this young? But
yeah, good point. this is definitely like more kid friendly. It's by Kenny Johnson, who's a TV legend. He wrote and directed a lot of Incredible Hulk, the miniseries V, Alien Nation, and of course the Shaq movie Steel. But he wrote this Bigfoot episode. This was like season 3 of the show, and they decided, dude, you don't want to waste Bigfoot on one episode. Make it 2. And then he's like, fuck it, I'm going to make it 4. And then after he left, someone said, I'm going to do a 5th Bigfoot. Anyway, I was in charge of watching the first 2 Bigfoot episodes. I imagine you guys did not watch these.
No,
Okay.
I only watched the ones I was in charge of.
So you were in charge of...
And it took so long.
It took... How long?
It took a long time. Everything moved real slow.
That's true. It feels longer. And of course, Alex did the 5th one. We'll probably do that one as the bonus podcast. Just because the only thing... Oh, go ahead.
I was so shocked when you said there were 5 episodes with a Bigfoot, and then I assumed surely they tried to kind of hide or cloak that they kept going back to this well. And then when I watched the 5th one as my episode, the giant title on screen is Bigfoot V, like the Roman numeral 5. And I was like, great, they're just fully treating this like it's Super Bowl.
Best part of the
like
show.
Every year there's a Bigfoot episode where Steve Austin hangs out with Bigfoot.
Bigfoot 197K. So, but it is you only got part 3 because the first 4 are 2-parters anyway, and also contain about 12 minutes of content. So we'll be able to get through in a podcast, no trouble. This
whole show also feels like they were told they were making a show that occupies half an hour of TV airtime, and then they use slow motion when they needed to fill a whole hour. You know what I mean? Like It just feels like they really stretched out very little.
Yeah, they like surprised him the day of, like, no, needs to be an hour. Oh, fuck. What's great is the Bigfoot, the first 2 were such famous episodes that there's a commentary track on the DVD. So I will have some clips from TV legend Kenny Johnson as he talks. He's got some good insight about the making of it. I'll play them. They're great. So I'll start off with one. The story opens with Steve Austin doing OSI stuff. And then these 2 people come out to like study the San Andreas Fault, which they don't call that. Doesn't matter. Here, I'll play a clip. You'll hear his insights.
And so Bigfoot is still out there. Bigfoot lives. Now, listen to this line here.
Well, this is the forest primeval.
The Forest Primeval, my little homage to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. That's from the opening of his grand epic poem Evangeline, which I read in the 8th grade and which helped me even back then to develop a sense of irony. That's the story where the lovers were trying to get back to each other, and they were on separate ships and they passed in opposite directions in the night, not knowing that the other was right there. Very sad.
So I just wanted to let you know that this guy thinks this shit is so deep. The dumbest Bigfoot story, and it is so much thought has gone into it from a working professional man.
Surprisingly philosophical for somebody that's about to get slapped by a Bigfoot. Like, you would never guess hearing him talk about that. Like, that the next sentence he says after you cut that clip is, and that's when Bigfoot slaps him.
Bigfoot slaps him.
Or he just runs around trying to befriend Bigfoot.
Right.
Like before when I said it's not very violent, I almost regret calling him Christ-like. But like he's almost like a child detective or something. Like he's just running around finding clues and meeting people in an earnest
bumbly.
way.
And it becomes even more bumbly when they introduce Bionic Woman, because she's like crafty and like has tactics and stealth and guile, and Steve Austin is just like, oh look, there's a guy, I'm gonna go fucking forearm shiver that guy. I'm just gonna hit him like a linebacker, see what happens. Oh, it didn't work. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm completely invincible. Okay, so the other thing you probably noticed in your episodes is like every 10 or 15 minutes he just does something like unexplainably unnecessary. Like he'll just jump on top of a truck or bend something into a funny shape. They have like a clock, an internal clock. Like, dude, he has to do something bionic, or people are going to leave. Yeah. So here he jumps.
Otherwise,
on top
it's
of
just man.
Yeah, otherwise it's just man. So this one, like the satellite's kind of busted on this comms truck, and he's like looks around, makes sure no one's looking, and like jumps on top of the van just to save himself the 10 seconds of finding a ladder. That's the kind of way he uses his powers. Anyway, Bigfoot's kind of stalking around doing stuff, and I have this clip. It's pretty short. There's an Indian character, and he finds a Bigfoot track, and Steve Austin and his boss are there looking at this track, and it's just, you're gonna love this clip. It's so dramatic and very short.
What is it? A mountain lion? Oh, it's too big. What do you think, a huge grizzly, Tom?
No, not a cat. Not a grizzly.
Oh, what is it?
There's only one thing in the mountains that leaves a track like this. A creature of legend that roams the timberline. My people named him Sasquatch. You call him Bigfoot.
Now, he just has like a little bit more to say about this. Like I said, it's a very short clip.
Well, that's been proven to be a hoax, hasn't it, Tom?
It's not a hoax.
It sounds a little bit ridiculous, Tom.
Stories of the Sasquatch go back generations among my people. Stories that...
This is the pace of the show.
Well,
It moves like this the whole
stories
very
were
fast.
superstitions, weren't they?
some are. But too many incidents are unexplained.
Wait till you hear the incident that goes unexplained. You're just gonna blow your mind.
When I was a boy on the reservation,
It's a boy.
I once saw a man who had disappeared for many days, here in the deep woods. My grandfather found him. There was a footprint like this one nearby.
Get ready.
My grandfather told me the man had seen the Sasquatch. I'll never forget how that man looked. His eyes.
I remember how Marlene's voice sounded over the radio just before it went dead.
Okay, so that's
So he just saw he
saw-
didn't. He wasn't murdered. He wasn't
he
torn
saw
apart.
a guy who saw Bigfoot, and he recognized the look in his eyes. And this is going to sound crazy, but it comes up later in the episode because the guy saw Bigfoot, and the Indian dude looks at him and goes, "Oh shit, that dude's seen Bigfoot. I'd recognize that look."
That's a Bigfoot. That's a seen Bigfoot.
That's
look.
a seen Bigfoot.
I like that he's. I kind of forgot about the era where every Indian on American television just spoke like Orson Welles.
Yep.
Like that's the accent. they had. Why did you pick that one? It's so weird.
Yeah. My wife loves Resident Alien, and it has like a real respect for indigenous people's culture because it's like set in Alaska. And I was watching it with her, and I was like, I kind of miss when every native was magic, like maybe that's racist, but I miss when like they could all do like magic shit.
Yeah, I miss when they were all played by white people.
Yeah. I miss Iron Eyes Cody.
Doing a kind of a British accent. That was a more accurate representation.
And so profoundly insulting to Native people to make it that one of the only wisdoms they have to share is Bigfoot.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like there's other parts of Native culture that are real and interesting. Like, don't make them just the guy who knows about Bigfoot and is otherwise inferior
It's also
to Steve
a little
Austin.
insulting when he's sharing that knowledge and Lee Majors straight up says, "Well, that sounds fucking stupid."
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already moved on.
Your beliefs are pretty stupid, man. Okay.
So,
Well, you're a Cyberman. I wouldn't have believed that either. Like what?
Right.
so they make a plaster cast of the Bigfoot, and Andre the Giant plays Bigfoot in these 2 episodes, and they just used his foot. They just took a plaster cast of Andre the Giant's foot, and that's what they used for this show. And then he actually reused the prop for Incredible Hulk's foot. They got a lot of mileage out of Andre's giant foot.
Wow, that definitely wasn't Andre in my episode.
No,
right?
that's Lurch.
Yes,
that's
no,
Ted Cassidy. In the
Okay,
the next
yeah.
I
three.
also
Like,
had
there's-
Ted Cassidy. Yeah.
Yep.
No way.
So Bigfoot sneaks into the like earthquake studies camp and just trashes the place, and it's kind of awesome. It's just Andre the Giant in a gorilla suit, just throwing sparking equipment in every direction. And let's see, Bigfoot drops a truck on a guy. Then they add this helicopter scene, and you're talking about how they padded stuff out. Sometimes they do that, but I do have a clip of him explaining one of the great action scenes of the show.
This is going to take us to what you will clearly recognize as another piece of stock footage of a helicopter taking off, and another piece of poor man's process where we're in the back of a helicopter. And these two shots are also added to help us pad out the fact that we were 5 minutes short. This scene was written and shot after we had originally shot the picture to begin with, just so that we could, have enough footage to get on the air.
5 minutes of pointless helicopter footage.
Yep.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Holy shit!
And that's counting all the slow-mo. And the fact that it took a dude to say, hey, I know, this is a Bigfoot foot. And it took him, 2.5 minutes to say that. Oh, so there's a secret shadow council that's watching Steve Austin's every move. And he's just going for like a long slow-mo jog through the woods. Lee Majors, he was a college football player. He hurt his back, so he didn't really pursue a pro career. But he's a pretty good athlete, and he does a lot of his own stunts. So like when he's running through the forest, you're like, okay, he kind of looks pretty cool. Like it could be worse.
Yeah, he's got a cool run.
Yeah. And then he comes face to face with Bigfoot, and he looks so awesome. It's just Andre the Giant in white contacts and a gorilla suit. And they have a slow motion fight that I swear to God, they throw 2 moves and it takes them 37 minutes. He like pulls a tree up and tries to log bash him. Okay. Then Lee Majors is going to do...
I'd like to think that the parents at the homes where this was on TV like made an entire dinner within the one fight scene.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like they could just step away and entirely regrout the bathroom tile and then come back and the show is still easy to follow, you know?
You could cook and eat most meals in this fight. And at one point, Lee goes for like his 5th arm drag takedown, and Bigfoot's fucking arm comes flying off. Like it's sparks flying, and we find out, oh my God, Bigfoot is a bionic Bigfoot. And chases him into a cave.
First one.
Very first fight. Chases him into a cave, and he finds a secret wall, but not. He finds like a rock wall. He just starts clawing at it with his bionic arm until he just tears the rock off the wall. And then there's a metal door behind that. I genuinely don't know how someone would use this door, and then I guess you have to rebuild the entire rock wall. Anyway, you get what I'm saying.
There was probably like a switch nearby, and they were like, Jesus Christ, man. That's obviously a fake rock. You just touched the...
Find the lever, man.
See a show where there's a mansion with one of those trick bookcases, but instead of pulling the one book, they just take a sledgehammer to the whole wall.
Yeah, you just savage the whole thing. Like, I'm not pulling all of these books.
The perfect example. I think Child Detective might be too generous to Steve Austin. He is just like the dumbest brute.
Yeah.
So he goes to the door, and it's like this lit up ice tunnel from the Universal Studios ride. And it looks so fucking cool. But like it does look like a carnival ride. And they have like a tarp thrown down over the tracks where like the tour train would go through. They hit him with a sonic blast or something. They wake him up. They call up the bionic woman, and I have a clip of that. It's really cool. Get some good insider info.
And in a couple of features, including Nighthawks in 1981, where she played Sylvester Stallone's ex-wife, and they probably had to put him on an apple box because I think Lindsay's taller than Sly.
Sylvester Stallone, not very tall.
The scene you just saw where Lindsay was talking to Richard was shot considerably after the fact, when we discovered that the secret of Bigfoot was so terribly short and we needed some extra help.
Okay.
we wrote a show about Bigfoot and found out we don't really have anything to say.
So then Steve wakes up in this secret 70s sci-fi base. All the bad guys have like bright colored speed suits. They have like lame shirts. They look so fucking cool. They run a bunch of tests on him. Bigfoot comes in. He works for them. And then this beautiful redhead wakes him up, Stephanie Powers, and she says, Bigfoot is their protector. He's also bionic, but they did that to him. He actually is the same Sasquatch that the natives knew. They don't really explain why they made him a robot. She gives him a little kiss after she like threatens him. And you're like, oh man, there's so much going on here. Then she vanishes like, whoop. And now there's a plot that the good guys are going to explode the fault line to like prevent an earthquake, but it's going to destroy these aliens' base. And so that's the stakes. that's the end of part 1. It's going to take me probably 4 minutes to explain part 2. So here I go. I got a quick recap. Luckily, Kenny did that for me on the commentary.
But this is a very long teaser that we did because the show was very short when we first got delivered all of the film, so I had to stretch it out.
Okay. He's not kidding.
I can't believe that's really how it worked. I just was kidding.
Yeah, but it's really how it worked.
100% of his Big Red commentary is like, I didn't do enough. I didn't do enough work, man. We really had to work to stretch this one out. How do you know how long stuff is going to be? How do you do that? You tell me, I'm asking.
Now I want to know if all of the seasons and episodes of the $6 Million Man had a budget of more or less $6 million total. You know, like, did it cost that much money to make hundreds of this?
Like all total? Yeah, probably. I would say that would be so poetic if that really was true. Kenny wasn't kidding. It did take 3 minutes and 30 seconds to recap the first episode, and I think they could have done it faster. Like, they didn't leave anything out. But now we're in action, and Kenny describes the exciting start of part 2 here. I know I'm doing a bit, and you think you know what's happening, but no, like, this is a different one. This is pretty exciting.
Into part 2 of The Secret of Bigfoot, starting with a couple of long, panning stock shots. Stock means that they came out of the library and we didn't shoot them ourselves, but this allowed us to lengthen the main titles a little bit longer, and you recall we were a little bit short, so we needed to do that.
Just had nothing. Finished shooting, was
Nothing.
like, all right, that's a wrap. And everybody on set was like, wait, hold on, are you sure? Like, yeah, we've got enough.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm absolutely sure we've got enough. He gets back there and he's like, surely we didn't. We shot an hour and 15 minutes of footage total.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the slow-mo, we'll be fine, I promise. It takes them 8
and his
minutes.
confidence in stock footage libraries too. Like, it makes me feel like I'm gonna go watch more of this show, and they're gonna plug in World War II newsreels or something. Like, they're just gonna grab the history of footage to fill this out.
God, it just did not like to work. It was so great. They got paid an absolute fortune. Like, how wonderful would it have been to be a TV writer?
You get to hang out with Andre the Giant.
In the 70s and 80s. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're a superstar. You paid a fucking fortune. You don't have to do anything. You recycle plots, scripts, just grab stock footage. Somebody asks you to, like, fill in the commentary, and the whole commentary is like, I didn't do a very good job. I don't.
Yeah. So
it does seem like all you needed is a Los Angeles address to be a TV writer in that era. Like, if you could just physically get to the studio, you could do it.
And of course, the superpower of being white and present and a man.
Yeah, that helped a lot.
God damn it.
So all the sparkly aliens have Steve Austin in for a meeting. They tell him, we can erase memories. That's why the scientists we captured earlier, they don't remember anything. That's why you're not going to remember anything. We've been here 200 years, but we haven't aged because we got a little time device. Now, I swear to God, this is true. They all have a little garage door opener on their belt that stops time and more or less lets them just move in between moments. So they can that's how the girl teleported earlier. She just stopped time and walked somewhere else. And Steve knows this because his bionic eye it tracks, I guess, at the quantum level. So they try to teleport, and he just watches them with his bionic eye. So anyway, they've been here 2 years for them, but 250 years, like, for everyone else. Okay, there's a little romance here because Stephanie Powers is super into Steve Austin because she's been stuck with these fucking space nerds this whole time, and Lee Majors is very hunky. I would say Lee Majors and Stephanie Powers are probably like the top 1% hottest people in 1975, so they're going to get it. I have a little clip about their chemistry and romance.
Charles really sort of captured what I was looking for. He doesn't want to be here. There's always one in every crowd. I just want to go home. I'm tired of this place. Earth is nice, but boring. Stephanie, on the other hand, is clearly not bored. And we're going to find out more about that kiss that she planted on Steve at the end of part 1. But first, we had to fly to Washington to get all of these shots. Obviously, flying over the Pentagon and having this B-52 set up for us and having them give us this bomb that we could use. And of course, all of this was pulled from the stock footage library so that we could expand on this a bit and help fill out our show that was too short, you remember. By the time I finish this, you're going to be an expert in how you put together a 1-hour episodic show when you don't have all the film that you need.
You called it again, Alex. It's fucking like World War II footage of them loading a bomb.
How is this happening? I have not seen this episode. This is amazing.
I love that he's talking. He keeps talking passively, like when you don't have all the footage that you need. Oh, whose fault was that? Who was in charge of that?
Well, I think he didn't direct this episode, so this might be shade. But the episodes he did direct, they're not exactly paced at a higher rate. The scientists
also my episode, part of the bad pacing, I thought maybe they're just at the end of the run and who cares? But like that dialogue you played, listeners need to understand that it's paced like that when people talk to each other.
Yeah.
Like either there's suddenly interbutting really fast, or there's just huge gaps where you feel like it would be so awkward to be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a second.
Is this where I talk? Did you want me to say something? I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah.
The scientists try to blow up the mountain. It doesn't quite work, but it does cause enough of an earthquake that the alien's cave starts to come down, and Steve just holds up the entire mountain with his bionic right arm. And I don't fucking know the physics of this, but it doesn't feel like that would work. But okay, so now there's a plan. It's complicated, so I took a clip of it.
So that we could do these stock shots and cut Richard's wild lines in over the top of all of these shots so that we could make the show long enough to fit into the time period that we had because we were so short. So all of this was pieced together later. Whenever you see an actor pick up a phone like that and you don't get to the actor's face, you know, something's going on that's a little goofy. But it allows us to help fill out the picture and still make it seem like it's part of the show and really always intended to be there and always belong there. Going back to the way that I work...
Okay. So back at the base, they're injecting Bigfoot with anti-disease goo. Steve, but it's like time for Steve to do something bionic. So he like squishes a pair of like needle nose pliers into like Bigfoot arm reattachment pliers. So there's no better way to explain that. Not a lot is happening. I'd argue you could have lost all 23 minutes of this episode so far and been just fine. Steve and Stephanie kiss. And then she leaves him alone. He spies on everyone on the base. Let's see. God, does anything happen? They're going to drop a nuclear bomb on the base to set off the fault line harmlessly. And the aliens are like, no, this is going to kill us. They keep re-explaining this thing again. But Steve's like, no, guys, you should just leave your base. And they're like, no, we're going to make the fucking bomb go off somewhere else and kill a bunch of people. And Steve's like, no, you guys should get out of this place so hundreds of people don't die. And they're like, no, fuck you. And they all teleport behind him. And you're never going to believe what his plan is. He bashes them in slow motion.
Yep. Straight arm. Hold. I'm going to guess. I haven't seen it. I'm going to guess he holds his arm out and just tries to run down the line of them.
That's exactly what happens. He gets out. Some guy gets in the way. He kind of gives him a little kick, bashes another guy, throws a bunch of debris in the hallway. These guys never had a chance. But now Steve and Bigfoot like face off in the spinning Universal Studios ride tube, and it rules so hard. Like anyone who has seen this scene will remember it for the rest of their life. It is Bigfoot versus $6 Million Man in a spinning glowing tube. Bigfoot goes for one grab, misses. And that is the entire fight. But I do have a clip explaining why that is.
Can't see Andre's hands in this shot because he's holding on to the dolly that we're pulling along in front of him. That way he doesn't fall over when he's trying to run.
What?
And Lee gives him a little shot and sends him off. Not another spark? Oh, I'm disappointed. And we let this shot go on a little longer than it really needed to because we were short, remember? And George Ohanian, my wonderful editor, said, Kenny, this shot goes on like married life. It goes on and on and on. George was great. He had worked on Touch of Evil with Orson Welles.
Okay, that's it. He's already back to the Hollywood talk, and that's the whole fight. And he's talking about this tube like nobody could stand up in this tube because it's spinning the whole time. And when you tried to walk, it like fucked with your equilibrium. So that's why Andre the Giant was on like a little cart rather than walking. Anyway,
it's easier to skateboard than to stand, of course, when something's messing.
Exactly.
I love picturing Andre the Giant on what has to be a comically small cart for his body.
Yeah.
Being wheeled through the dizziness tunnel to punch the $6 million man, and they're both just like drunk on their feet.
Andre was like 500 pounds
at that
before
point, can
Gorilla
you just
Suit.
use a big dummy?
Right.
Like, why does his body, which is under a bunch of Bigfoot fur, even have to be in the shot? Just use a big statue that you made.
Sure. So outside, Colonel Steve Austin catches Stephanie Powers using her time box to like disarm all the bombs, but he's like just so fast he grabs her through time and picks her up and walks away with her, like kind of Prince Charming style. Like she's not into it. The bomb goes off and her people are like presumably dead. She doesn't want to go back and look. Steve's like, yeah, let's go rescue your friends. She's like, nah, dude, they're so fucked. I don't even want to look at their bodies. I'm not kidding. Like, she doesn't want to go back because she's like, it's going to be so gross. But they go back and Bigfoot and Steve like unbury everybody. They're like, we can't get to the power chamber to fix everything, but they have Steve and a Bigfoot, so they just start digging. And let's see. The Kenny's complaining about how cheesy the scene looks, but it kind of looks pretty cool. And Lee Majors, there's a scene where Lee Majors just marches right into 1,000 popping sparks. Like he just doesn't give a fuck. It's like, if you've ever seen Goldberg's pro wrestling entrance, it's kind of like that. He's just like this eyes wide open walking into this spark disaster.
He's a pretty hairy man. That's a lot of fur
I agree.
To be doing that.
Yeah, he is. And a lot of chest hair out too at all times. It's rare that he has his shirt on for more than 20 minutes straight.
He's.
What if he did not understand that the premise of the show is fake and assumed they would just rebuild him if anything went wrong? You know, like he just thinks the technology's real, and if he catches on fire, it's fine.
Steve, no, you've got a lot of what we call in the business chest tinder. You've got a lot of chest tinder right now. You can't walk into the sparks.
Yeah,
it's fine. You have the technology. No, we don't. This is mostly stock footage.
Yep. I am so far beyond done explaining. There's no reason to explain the rest of it. It's all like kisses and kind glances from Bigfoot. Bigfoot Prince Charming carries Steve out through the tube, and the whole time Kenny's like, dude, he almost dropped him like 50 times. Like nobody could stand up in this tube. And then they erase his memory. He wakes up remembering nothing. The end. So that was parts 1 and 2. Brockway, do you think you could explain your episodes, Return of Bigfoot 1 and 2, in under 20 minutes?
Oh, in under 20 minutes? I don't know. I felt like there's more that happens in the 2 that I watched.
Okay. We'll go.
But I also don't have clips, so maybe
that might speed it up. I didn't take any clips from your episode. I took one from Alex's.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. So for my episodes, the first one, I imagine some time has passed and we open on the federal gold repository. So right away you're like, hell yeah, Bigfoot, get that
Yes.
gold. Bigfoot's going to steal a bunch of gold. But like, you've been taught, like at least I have been taught by like, I don't know, lots of episodes of 18, lots of these 80s shows that like, the cool thing that I'm thinking is never going to happen. Mm-hmm. But it happens. Something to bash the wall in.
It's a Bigfoot gold
goes
heist.
off. Yeah, it's a Bigfoot gold heist. They actually do it. I don't know. I was really maybe that like painted my take on the rest of these 2 episodes, but I was like, this fucking kicks ass. They did the thing I wanted.
Exactly.
So a guard comes in and he sees the bars bent and the gold is just like thrown about like a gorilla got in here and just started tossing the gold around with no clue like why it was valuable. So of course they bring in the $6 million man. They bring in Lee Majors here, and he has to admit like, okay, this looks like me. I know. Like
He's like, I know I'm the lead suspect here.
yeah, he has to admit like, all right, well, somebody bashed through this wall and tore these bars apart and then ran out with like fistfuls of gold. I know I'm the only one in the world who can do that, but it was not me. And so
This premise actually rules.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, right?
he has
It's
to
really-
prove his innocence by finding
Yep.
Bigfoot.
Exactly. But he's had his memory of Bigfoot erased, remember?
yeah, so
I forgot. Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
So this is... He has to find Bigfoot, but he doesn't know that Bigfoot exists. And it's great. And he's like, look, I didn't do this. Obviously something did. And he uses his bionic vision to see like a big footprint. And he's like, is it fucking Bigfoot?
Yeah, he's getting flashes.
Is Bigfoot framing me for a gold heist? Is that what's happening here?
It's the perfect premise for a show.
Yeah, he gets flashes of like, it's not even flashes of Bigfoot. It's flashes of the Indian guy. Well, the white guy pretending to be an Indian guy going, Sasquatch, Sasquatch. He's like, that's enough for me.
Yeah. That explains it.
So...
I want them to call Bigfoot by the name Goldfinger for the rest of the episode. But that should just be it. He should never be referred to as Bigfoot again.
Oh, imagine an all Bigfoot remake of Goldfinger. Of every James Bond movie.
My name is Bigfoot Galore. And then she tackles Bond. And yeah.
Was Blofeld in Goldfinger?
I can't
No,
remember
I think it was
because it's
Goldfinger
Oracle
was
Figure's the guy, but I think
main
he's
villain.
in touch with Blofeld Inspector. Yeah.
Yeah, if he was in touch, you could do like Blofeld as Bigfoot and then like a little Bigfoot as the cat.
Yeah.
Bigfoot petting
cat.
a little Bigfoot.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. Peak television. I was also, I'll tell you what else like colored my expectations of this episode. It stars fucking John Saxon. I love John Saxon.
Yeah,
John
he's
Saxon
great.
rules. And not only is it prime John Saxon, but he's playing a villainous alien. So like a villainous like weirdly fancy alien. Just
Yeah,
Pete,
he was
Pete Saxon used.
born to be this villainous alien.
And he's in like the suits Sean described, so he's got like a colorful Devo suit on, but with like gold lame ascot.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he was
Just-
in mine too. Because
Yeah.
also the brief alien in mine just looks like a guy. They didn't do any even Star Trek facial makeup
No.
or anything.
No, they all just look like guys, but you're
just
supposed
guys.
to know.
Okay.
You know they're aliens because they have extremely colorful jumpsuits and gold scarves, and you're like, that's great budget
Definitely
work to
from
be like they
space.
just dress nuts is what they do. That's how you know they're aliens. So Lee Majors is running around. He's like just kind of distracted by the idea that Bigfoot framed him for a gold heist, which is like fair enough.
Yeah,
I
he's kind of
don't know
moving.
that I would. Yeah, really go do my job very well with that note that in the back of your head, like, why did Bigfoot do this to me? So Bionic Woman's in this one too. She asks what's bugging him, and he says, let me show you something. And he brings him over to like the generals and everything, and they have a Bigfoot cast. They have a cast of Bigfoot's foot, and I just thought that was like a really funny, accurate thing of like, if you're kind of into a guy and you're like, what's bugging you? And he's like, let me show you something. And he shows you like a
Bigfoot
Bigfoot
cast.
foot.
Yeah. This is what's been on my mind, sweetheart. Bigfoot.
That's what you were thinking about when I asked, what are you thinking about? Yeah. It's pretty much always what I'm thinking about.
She takes him for a nice super jog, though. They do a nice bionic jog. No bra for Lindsay Wagner, which I thought that was a pretty bold choice for 70s TV to just be like, yeah, you're doing a running scene? All right. Yeah, no, you don't need a bra for that, Lindsay Wagner. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Are you
this
sure?
is it's a little sexually charged. She seems like she's like, would you like to go for a bionic workout? And then leaves it for a little bit, and then she's like, I'm in a run. Like, no, you didn't, but like you weren't getting the response
Yeah.
that you wanted.
Of course, I meant rum.
But yeah, they do little horse jumps.
Yeah.
Just together. They do little horse jumps.
pretty
Like they
good.
run and find a low fence and they hop over it
I
together.
couldn't tell if that was really them or not. I don't know if that was their stunt doubles or not, but it was a pretty good jump.
It was a good jump. Not a great jump for a horse. You would be only like medium proud of a horse, but for a person, pretty good.
It's above average.
And this whole time they're getting stalked by one of the aliens in a pink pantsuit.
Sandy
And
Duncan.
she has, Sandy Duncan. She has that little garage opener that lets her do, as far as I can tell in this episode, anything.
Anything.
Anything. It's a bat utility belt. Like she can do what the fuck ever. Lee Majors is super distracted, and he's like, I was in my head. I was running with someone else, bionically. And the bionic woman gets all jealous, and she's like, how many other women did you run around with bionically? Is bionic cheating worse than regular cheating?
It's really
Like,
hurt her. Yeah, she felt so betrayed.
Like, bionic's the thing that I bring to the relationship. You can't...
Bionic monogamy,
Yeah.
whatever that would be.
It's like cheating on her with her twin sister. It's just like, what the fuck, man?
It's a really weird vibe to paint this whole thing with. It's like, are they like romantic? Not really, but they're also like really possessive of each other, and they're out for a little horse jog. So he does see, he thinks he sees Sandy Duncan, and then she disappears using her ninja magic box. And then so he goes home later that night. She teleports into his bedroom and says there's a reason he doesn't remember her. And so she uses that gizmo to beam memories back into his head.
Right?
So,
So he remembers the first two-parter now. Most of it.
yeah. But you're like, I thought this controlled time. It controls time and memories. You know?
Yeah.
So, long story short, the Sasquatch, like, all that stuff happened, he remembers it. And now the new development is that the bionic Sasquatch, who is no longer played by Andre the Giant, who's played by a much more
Ted Cassidy.
handsome and...
Yeah. He's lost about 300 pounds. Well, 250 maybe.
Yeah. And he's got a beautiful perm. He's got a
Yes.
lovely perm.
It's true.
Little curls that shake when he moves. It's very distracting. The Sasquatch robot, it was taken over by the evil rival alien faction who just want to get the fuck off Earth. They're done with this place. And they blew up the power supply of the good aliens, the California aliens headquarters. So a lot of them are irradiated now. And this all
When
like
you call them the California aliens, I imagine them making California Raisins band music videos. So
they
that's
do
great.
have like matching jumpsuits with the little scarves. So like there's probably a band involved in all of this.
Yeah, really cool 70s band. Or like an underwater shark, like with Jabberjaw. Jabberjaw and the California aliens.
It's a Jabberjaw outfit.
I'd watch that cartoon.
That's the show. Yeah.
So all of this is like Lee Major, Steve Austin is just like, oh my God, yeah, it's all coming together. And I wrote down the line. He said, yeah, at last, the gold robbery makes sense now. Bigfoot must have broken in there.
I should have taken that
It's
clip.
a great line to deliver.
Yeah.
So the evil aliens, led by John Saxon, are like sorting through their gold, playing around with their Sasquatch robot. You know, just partying. It's a party. And they take Sasquatch out, and they're going to steal emeralds now. And so they have him attack the security guard, and that's when you realize, oh, he doesn't want to be doing this. Sasquatch is being controlled. So like he didn't just join the party aliens because he likes to have a good time. He's like, John Saxon has a little box, and it makes a terrible noise that seems to hurt Sasquatch. But even that's not enough. They tell him they'll make that noise happen to his friend. I believe her name is Shaolin, which is like the love interest from Sean's.
Right.
The love interest alien
Stephanie
from Sean's
Powers.
episodes. And I guess the love interest is Sasquatch too?
Yeah, he's got a big crush on her, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to paint this as. Sasquatch is really into her.
Yeah, so it's not a mind control thing. It's like he has a taser and also like the leverage of, hey, I'm going to kill your friend.
Yeah, it's
Even though they
it's a sonic
basically
weapon.
turn to camera and say, we're not really going to kill her, audience. Like, come on.
Yeah, they assure the audience immediately, we do not have the ability to do that. But Sasquatch must never know.
Right.
So it's just, I don't know. It's like lying to your dog. Like, why are you bothering? Yeah. It's a betrayal, but it's also not very effective. So the next day, Sandy Duncan in her whole pantsuit ninja costume and Steve Austin are getting debriefed when they figure out maybe John Saxon, the evil alien John Saxon, is using Cyber Squatch to steal gold and jewels for a different reason. It's not just money; they want it for something. And so they to figure that out, they radio back to the good aliens, and they discover that Shaolin is dying from radiation poisoning, just like many of them in that base because of the power supply thing. And she says a pretty great line to him, like right away. This is like the first thing she says to him. Steve, it's good to see you, even this way. Have you located my Sasquatch?
She's still just like pining for him through the video conference. She's like, God damn it, you look good, Steve Austin.
Even as I die from radiation, I just want to know, do you have my Sasquatch? Somebody's got to have my Sasquatch. It's somewhere, you know?
It's killing me, but not my loins, not my desire, Steve Austin.
So she tells him and the Bionic Woman that the evil alien, John Saxon, is out to build an invincible force field with the gold and the emeralds, and they need two more things. They need a radioactive isotope and a titanium alloy. And so they go out, they're going to go out to the spots, to the isotope and the alloy, and ambush this flamboyant alien family band, I guess. And their Cyber Squatch, remember? And they ambush them mostly through, tons of slow motion running and shimmery jumps. And it takes a very long time and nothing happens. Steve Austin confronts Sasquatch and is like, we were friends once, Sasquatch. And he does not attack until John Saxon reminds him, like, we can make Shaolin hear the bad noise too. And Sasquatch is like, no, not the bad noise, not for her. So yeah, they gently swat and push in slow motion for another, I want to say 30 minutes.
At least.
They are playing like volleyball briefly with a radioactive barrel, which is funny.
Volleyball?
Yeah, like Sasquatch throws it at him, and Lee Majors like volleyballs it back to him, and then Sasquatch returns the serve, the serve back to him, and then Lee Majors like can't handle that one, so he bops it away. Only as he bops it away, a security guard just opens the door at that exact moment and gets crushed by the barrel. Like, doesn't even have time to see it.
It's real fucked up. That poor dude.
He just had no idea.
Something that reminds me of what's frustrating about the show is you never know what damage people are taking. Like, they'll kind of shove Steve into the ground, like just a nice soft ground in the woods, and he just won't get up for 40, 50 seconds. You're like, oh, what? Why? And other times he'll like block a fucking metal pole coming down at him with Sasquatch strength. And it'll be like, okay, but that doesn't fucking bother him? Like,
I think if you'll throw to those clips, you'll find it was every time he stayed down for 50 seconds, it was to pad out the length of the show. The director was just off camera going, stay down.
Just steady. 30 more seconds.
Just like peeking up. It feels like I've been down here.
Close
for
your
a
eyes
long
again,
time.
Lee.
Nope.
Okay, Lee, now. Slowly gather your strength. No. Slower than that.
Yeah, it is. I'm not a dad yet, but I have a nephew. I've played with him and other toddlers, and it's kind of toddler logic, especially boy toddlers, of like, we're characters who are fighting in some way. Like, you're dead! And then other times you're just not dead, and it's whatever. It's cool.
Yeah, it's hard. And I feel like a lot of people speak that language either as being a toddler or just from pro wrestling or kung fu movies. We all kind of have an understanding of like how much something should have hurt the $6 million man does not speak that language. You never know until someone either stays dead or gets up how much damage they took.
But like that barrel apparently would have killed him because that just takes the security guard out, and he runs over to like tend to the security guard. But then the authorities come in, his friends come in, and they don't see that. They just see like he is busted into this facility.
Right.
The Cyber Squatch is gone. Like maybe with time powers, he has just disappeared.
Yeah.
The guard apparently did not have enough time to even register that there was a Cyber Squatch there, which is among the first things you would register when you enter a room.
That guy saw barrel and then floor.
Yeah, barrel and floor. It's so funny. That's his role. Hey, what's going on?
I do like this because
already.
He's like, hey guys, I'm Colonel Steve Austin. Like, we do not fucking care, crazy intruder, who you are. And he does not, he doesn't tell him about Bigfoot, which is probably the move, I suppose.
Yeah, it's probably a move. Because they bring him back and they're like, surely, okay, this looks bad. We found you. It was only you. You're the only guy in the world who could have stolen the gold. And then a few minutes later, you're the only guy in the world who was busted into this facility. You killed a guy with a barrel. Like, it looks bad, right? And so Steve Austin says, okay, well, then I'd better explain. And he tells them the entire thing, which remember, he's like, there are aliens. They're in California. They move through time. There's a Sasquatch. I'm sorry, Cyber Sasquatch.
Right.
We were friends. We used to be friends. We're not anymore. Like, clearly, this is a psychotic
the craziest story. Yeah, no one would believe this.
Yeah, they're not. What I really love about this is they don't like. In many of these shows, you would expect the reception to be like, that sounds crazy, but God damn it, we've been through so much. I believe you. They're like, are you fucking crazy?
You lost your mind. And we have a plaster cast of Bigfoot's foot on our desk.
Yeah.
And we think you're crazy.
Yeah, I know Bigfoot exists. Cyber Bigfoot? So they start to give him a chance. They determine that the radioactive isotope, the last thing he says they need, can be tracked by Steve's bionic eye. And then they're like, no, NSA says we have to turn down your bionics because you're going fucking nuts out here yelling about Sasquatch. Like, can't let you get away with that. So what he does is his solution to this problem is he just fucking hurls himself out the window like he's suicidal. He just runs straight to the window and leaps out from like the 10th story or whatever. And they're just like, okay, I mean, we still have the switch to turn down your bionics, but they're like, no. Well, let's give him a chance. So he steals a helicopter. He flies it to the Good Aliens compound, where the pantsuit ninja, Sandy Duncan, realizes that all of their miracle drug that heals everything that they used on Sasquatch from Sean's episode, all of that's been stolen by John Saxon, and they need that, here to solve the radiation poisoning. So John Saxon beams in and he reveals this was all a trap. It was all a trap to lure Steve Austin here to fight the Sasquatch. Yes. And then what he does is he reaches into Sasquatch's neck and he turns a dial and says, this will increase the Sasquatch's strength.
Why would you ever have that turned down? I would have that shit maxed out.
He's got a Squatch knob and he had it on 6.
Crank that Squatch knob.
Yeah. You would crank that shit to 11. He cranks the Squatch to 11.
I hope he's like a dad who won't let you turn up the heat or the air conditioning. Like, no, we don't want the bill to be crazy. No. Hey, guys.
It's too much money.
Not paying a Bigfoot the outdoors.
That costs a fortune. I just love the idea of a Squatch knob. I've got a Squatch knob and I'm turning it up. Turning it all the way up. So Steve Austin arrives at the last place, the titanium alloy warehouse. He fights the Sasquatch. More walrus fighting. Just
elephant seal.
Walrus.
It's what it is. It's like, like I'm sure they're very powerful, but it looks like shit, man. They're just kind of bumping into each other.
But you're right. It has a ritualistic like animal thing, like two giraffes like banging necks. In a way that means something to them, like they know who's winning, but we certainly don't. In
slow motion, of course.
Yes. Way slower than you're picturing.
So Steve tricks the Cyber Squatch into running into some electrical cables, and you're like, "Oh, that's the weakness." No, he doesn't give a shit about that.
This
In
whole
fact, he
fucking
grabs-
building is made out of voltage boxes. No, every wall they turn to is another voltage box. It's the fucking best.
Yeah, so he tricks him into running into one voltage box, and you're like, "Oh, I guess that's not going to do it." And then he tricks them into running into a voltage box directly across the hallway from that voltage box, but it's an even bigger voltage box.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, so that's pretty funny. That's what's going to do it. No, Sasquatch still doesn't care. What he does is he reaches in and rips out like the pole containing the wires, and is like, "I'm just going to beat you to death with the voltage box."
It's the Electro Club.
Yeah. He's got an electro club now, and he does. He starts slapping Steve Austin with it. It knocks him down, and then he like drops a hydraulic lift or something down.
Right.
Of course, very, 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 very slowly lowers down over his legs and slowly explodes his cyber legs, Steve Austin's cyber legs. And then in the hospital, they explain when that happened. If you destroy Steve Austin's cyber legs, what they do is they release a deadly dose of radiation into Steve Austin.
What?
That's where we keep his radiation. Never destroy his legs. They say
It's like
he
that
will.
problem with the Ford Pinto, where if it crashes at one spot, it
Exactly.
blows up. Okay.
Yeah, and exactly like the Pinto, like that spot was like the rear bumper. And so they're like, well, this is why he doesn't like to kick a lot, because he's going to take a fatal dose of radiation. So he's in the hospital now, and they explain he's going to die within a day. He'll never regain consciousness, but fuck that. He struggles out of his coma to tell the Bionic Woman this is up to her now. She has to find Shaolin and stop the evil aliens and their Cyber Squatch, which has been cranked to 11 on the Sasquatch knob. And that's it for that episode. And the continuation it's a cross series. So this was an episode of $6 Million Man. The continuation, part 2, is in the Bionic Woman, her own series.
So clever.
So like, I just want to sell like how big of an event this is. Like, this is I think it's the 2-part. It's the season opener for $6 Million Man, and then a special crossover event into another series. So they're like, this is everything. Our huge promotional event. This is the big event, and it's Bigfoot. It's a cyber Bigfoot. It's a cyber Bigfoot, and the episode ends with his legs exploding and giving him radiation poisoning. What the fuck are you doing here?
I want them to have called this Battle of the Network Bigfoots. That would just be a fun name. It would be really good.
I'd watch that. That was pretty fast.
So on to episode 2 and the Bionic Woman. I like that their intros of the two shows are very similar, except for once it gets to like the Bionic Woman's cost, it says cost of project classified. So
They're like, yeah, they didn't want to like let
you
everyone
can't
know
just
it's
ask
less.
a lady her price. That's considered rude basically everywhere. How much are you worth? No, you can't do that. So Bionic Woman is out in the California mountains. She's looking for the good alien compound because remember they have that wonder drug, and now she needs it to save Steve Austin. John Saxon's back at his evil alien base, which he has built into a volcano, and he assures us it's all purely for geothermal energy reasons.
Right.
Like that's where I've built my evil lair. I have to.
Because I'm a
I have
Birdman
to have-
villain.
Yeah. I have to be in the volcano. There's a good reason.
Yeah.
It's not just cool. It's not why. So they're almost done building the invincible force field. So we have 2 ticking clocks: invincible force field and dying bionic man. Mm-hmm. 3 if you count like Sasquatch Rampage. Which you should, I guess.
I think you should.
On their security monitor, they see the Bionic Woman's on her search, and she asks. She's in a helicopter, like flying over it, and she that's one of the coolest things I've seen on television. She turns to the helicopter pilot and says, "Hey, what's your security clearance?" And he says, "Level 5." And she says, "Well, you're about to become a 6." And then she turns and leaps out of the helicopter.
The coolest shit.
Like, presumably to her death, and he's like, "What the fuck just happened?"
It's fucking crazy. I rewound it because I'm like, did they throw a dummy out of the helicopter? Like, no, some stunt lady just took a jump out of a helicopter.
Just
That's great. That's the show, right?
yeah,
I
that
just wanna-
rules. That rule. That guy was just, and that guy sold it as like, what the hell? Just you can't. Did she die? What? What security clearance got upgraded?
So amazing that happens here, because when he sees that, he's like, oh, she's bionic. We got to get there. And which is not a big deal, because remember, they have these boxes. But I want everyone to be clear on how these boxes work. They just stop time, and they're 1,800 miles away, which means they have to walk while time is stopped through this treacherous time-stopped jungle, 1,800 miles. That is months of walking. Now, even more important, in order for John Saxon to take Bigfoot with him, they have to touch. That means he held Bigfoot's hand for 1,800 miles. That's
Wow.
That's what happened in the moment she was jumping out of the helicopter. That's the journey John Saxon and Bigfoot were on. A 4-month hike across Mexico, holding hands.
I don't care how at odds they were at the start of that, with that much like contact and that much trauma.
Yeah.
They are friends now,
Best
at the
friends.
very least.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the
can't-
most intimate things I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Easy. Like,
Hold hands. I mean, that's right there. That's Frodo and Sam. That's how.
Yeah, they're gonna get there and be like, "Why
That's
did
how
we
they bonded.
come here again to kill that?" I don't think we should, man. I think we should rethink
Yeah.
the whole evil volcano base.
Yeah, I like. Now we're just happy. Now we know what happiness is. So like,
Yeah.
why would we do all of this?
Let's build this dream together, Bigfoot.
It should be the Bionic Woman landing, and then John Saxon and Bigfoot are already there apologizing to her.
Like picnic set up. Like
We've
we've been thinking.
had
We've had
so
a
much
lot
fun.
of time to think about it.
so he's there. He's there all of a sudden. John Saxon is there with the Cyber Squatch, and then Cyber Squatch and the Bionic Woman fight in slow motion, and you would think like they're gonna handle it differently in different shows, right?
A little bit.
No. Not really.
Not really. It ends sort of the same way. She does a jump. She jumps over him. I'm like, I don't think Steve Austin would have done that.
Yeah, she's a little more like crafty, but it's also all in slow motion and not really a lot of actual fighting, a lot of pushing and bouncing around.
Right. But Steve is very much like, oh, I see your Bigfoot. I'm going to match you bonk for bonk, shove for shove. And she's kind of like, I'm going to like stick and move for a minute.
Which is also crazy because they go out of their way to say like their bionics are very specific parts, right? I don't remember what all the Bionic Mans were, but hers are, she's got bionic legs and a bionic right arm and a bionic ear, and whereas Steve has a bionic eye, so like he has super sight, she has super hearing, and she uses their bionic fist can like at various points can just destroy anything. It seems like that's what the power is. So you would think like, all right, super punch the Sasquatch. When are you gonna get another chance to do it? Like, even if he was friendly, you have to do it.
He is weak to arm get yanked the fuck off. She should try that.
Just to tell your kids. Yeah. But no, she just kind of bounces and dodges, and they slap fight again in slow motion for a long time.
There's a bit here I liked where she's on the other side of a big rock, and I'm like, okay, well, he can't ever get her. Like, she could just spin around whichever direction he goes, and then he just takes the rock and smacks it, like, into space. Like, poof, that rock is gone, and then it's like, oh, well, now you're fucked, lady. And she knows, too. She's like, all right, yeah, it's over.
I trusted you, Rock.
Yeah. You blew it. That was all my ideas, is stay on other side of rock.
So back at the good alien base, Sandy Duncan is there, and she's been kidnapped. No, it's the evil alien base. Sorry, she's been kidnapped, and she steals one of the guards' magic boxes, the little time box, and she then teleports to California. So then she has to walk 4 months through the jungle.
Yep.
Alone. Let's see. John Saxon. He kind of loses that fight, so he takes his Cyber Squatch and he just goes home like a bullied child taking their basketball. It's just like, well, if you're not gonna appreciate me, I'm just gonna get out of here. Sandy Duncan takes the Bionic Woman to the good alien compound where they meet Shalin, and she says they only have one vial of this miracle drug left that Steve needs, and it's established she also needs it to live, but she's not gonna take it just in case somebody else needs it. And luckily, that's when Bionic Woman and Sandy Duncan show up and say like, oh, guess who needs it? It's your boyfriend. He got leg poisoning. He's dying of leg poison. We need the magic drug that cures leg poison. And of course she does. She loves him so much, she gives the last vial of the drug she needs. And she tells him like where to find the evil aliens and everything, and adds a wrinkle. She says, if the evil aliens actually tap into the volcano they want to use for power, it will kill millions with tidal waves.
Yeah, I think they explained
What,
it.
tidal waves?
Yeah, like the whole Pacific plate would go under water. Like it's the superquake that everyone is concerned about from San Andreas. Like it would trigger that, causing just all of the West Coast to be destroyed, all of the Americas.
I just love that you have so many stakes right now.
Yeah.
Like you have Steve Austin, main character of the show, is dying. Mm-hmm. His girlfriend is dying.
Yeah.
There's a race of evil aliens that are going to build an invincible force field and make themselves the rulers of the planet forever. And you're like, needs more.
And our friendly Bigfoot is a burglar slave, a burglar combat slave.
At any point, you could be attacked by, a cyber Bigfoot cranked to 11?
And these boxes, at any point, one of the bad guys could occur to them that they could stop time and just hit everyone in the head with the hammer. And, like, you wouldn't even know what happened. You would just be dead.
But no, we need to destroy the entire Pacific plate.
There's that, too, yes.
The whole continent will be destroyed, actually. So Sandy Duncan, she drops the Bionic Woman off at John Saxon's Bigfoot party compound. There for a good time, not a long time. And then she teleports away because she's gonna get the miracle drug to Steve. And so this time, John Saxon gives Sasquatch the order not to kill Bionic Woman, but to take her hostage. I don't know what changed. I don't know what he saw in their fight that he's like, I gotta have that. But she overhears it with her bionic ear and thinks that's perfect. She's just gonna like play possum for him, which she does. She puts up a little bit of an effort to make it look good, and then plays possum and gets taken captive and infiltrates the base. The base is erupting now because they fucked up. They tapped into the volcano, and there's a really wonderful moment where like they have all this, they're selling, like the room is shaking, everybody's panicking and yelling, and John Saxon just looks at the lava and goes, good.
He fucking loves it.
I like this. John Saxon likes the lava. He likes it hot. Sandy Duncan gets there and she's about to use the miracle drug on Steve Austin, but then all the stupid Earth doctors come in and she's like, well, they can't see me, so I can't finish treating him. So that she has to disappear, and then Shaolin is watching it the whole time, going like, get the fuck out of the room, doctors. What are they doing? God damn it. Just pissed off that they're trying to treat him. So the Bionic Woman is taken captive. She's in a cell. She explains to Sasquatch, who I guess speaks perfect English.
It's tough to say. There's more about his language center in Alex's episode, but he can kind of understand people. But also I think like the Bionic Woman is just like so charming and beautiful that like she can tame the beast, like, you know, like a King Kong type thing.
Yeah, every time he sees her, he flashes back to his other crush, Shaolin. So I think he's just pretty horny for Earth women.
Yeah.
So she explains to Sasquatch that John Saxon has been lying. He can't actually hurt Shaolin. The good aliens need his help. But Sasquatch he plays it like, oh, I'm not sure if I can believe that, which he does wonderfully by giving like a tiny shake of his head so that his little curls bounce. Like, oh, no.
Just shakes his Jerry curl loose.
Yeah.
Just gives her a little splash of activator. That's how you tell a human you don't quite believe them.
It's really adorable. So the Earth Doctors finally leave so that Sandy Duncan can save Steve Austin. Shaolin collapses. She's dying back there. Back at the evil base, Bionic Woman is still trapped in the erupting volcano. And now they're starting, like, even he's starting to suspect, all right, maybe this wasn't good. Maybe I shouldn't have said good. This is looking pretty bad. In the hospital, Steve comes out of his coma, and his very first word is Sasquatch?
No.
I just love that you could come out of a coma and say Sasquatch, and they'd be like,
Sasquatch?
"Oh God, he didn't make it.
His brain is fucking melted.
Yeah, his brain is fried. You can't just say Sasquatch wrong. You can't pronounce Sasquatch wrong out of a coma. They just kill him with a hammer, I expect, as his medically sound advice. So Bionic Woman, she digs herself out of the cell because she's got the super arm and legs, and she just bashes through an entire volcano.
Yeah,
so right away you're like,
crazy.
Okay, well, if you could do that, what were we ever doing in the Sasquatch fights? Like, you could bash through a volcano with your fists. John Sasquatch yells like, "Kill my Sasquatch! Attack my Sasquatch!" Because now Steve Austin is coming back. He's all better instantly. He's teleported back to the volcano, which I imagine...
Teleport is a strong word. Remember, they had to go on an 1,800-mile hand-holding hike.
Holding hands.
I guarantee you, anyone holding hands with Lee Majors or Sandy Duncan is going to fall in love by the end of 1,800 miles. Guaranteed.
Oh, yeah.
They've definitely had like several children along the way, like time children that have never known a moving Earth. They show up with like 2 8-year-olds.
Right.
Like, it's twins. I mean, wait, no, that wasn't my question.
They have to be sent to the like developmental school for children from Statue Earth, where everything was a statue and you don't know how to be in a moving Earth.
I mean, right away, you got to get your Earth legs under you. This thing moves.
You guys don't have to chew your water?
They have to learn so much about our ways. So now that Sasquatch is going to fight the Bionic Man. Bionic Woman steals the control unit that makes the bad noise in Sasquatch's head. And she explains to Sasquatch again. And this time, Sasquatch believes her, which he does with a shy little nod that makes his curls bounce again. little curls bounce. He plays it so bashful.
Coy and cute, yeah.
Yeah, he plays Sasquatch. It's like, I'm a little shy. I'm just a little shy guy. I guess that's his interpretation of like Sasquatch is really hard to find and we don't see him a lot. And he's like, he must be shy. That's how I'm going to play him. So all of John Saxon's evil aliens chase the Bionic Woman around. And she decides she's completely helpless. She's going to run from these ordinary men with no abilities.
Bunch of fucking nerds. She just karate chopped through a volcano. These guys have no chance.
She just punched through solid rock, and now there's like 6 normal-sized and normal-strength men, and she's like, "Oh my god, I have to get out of here. I have to run around."
It's frustrating.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's in her own show.
Only misogyny. It can't be anything other than misogyny. That's the dude who just...
I would excuse that in the Bionic if she's guesting in the Bionic Man. You know what I mean? Like,
right. But it's her show.
I go, yeah, it's her show. Let her shine. Let her shine. So working together, Sasquatch and the Bionic Man come in and beat the shit out of all those nerds that she's running away from.
At this point, it's really lopsided because it's Bigfoot, 2 bionic people, and of course Sandy Duncan, who has a time box.
Yeah, she has the time box, which I don't think they do because they don't. I guess they do, but they don't use it.
They forget about it. Yeah.
What she does, they forget about it. Sandy Duncan doesn't. So what happens is Sasquatch and two cyborgs beat the holy shit out of all of these nerds, and then Sandy Duncan runs around and turns all of their time box down to 1 so that they are trapped in slow motion and can't get up.
Yeah. It's like this cruel eternity of motionlessness that she's cursed them to.
And as soon as the slow motion trap starts, the producers are like, "We're good. We don't need to shoot any more footage. Pack it up.
Yep.
We can just stretch this baby out. All right."
Like, what do they
home.
see? Do they see everybody do they see the world blurring by in fast motion, like impossible to track? As they're trapped in the slow dimension?
The crew's like, "Do we have any more to shoot?" And the producer is loading a tray of weird pasta from craft services into the trunk of his car. He is already going home with free dinner.
No, we figured out. In fact, everybody has slow motion boxes now. Everybody in every episode.
I'm out.
We should have thought of this 4 seasons ago. They do a move here they didn't have to do, where like Lindsay Wagner throws a guy to Lee Majors, who throws a guy to Bigfoot, and so they like just three fling combo across the room that had to have been a pain in the ass to shoot, much more so than all the bonking and slapping. That I was like, yeah, okay.
And remember, they've never shown the aliens to have super speed or strength beyond using their little box. So this is just a guy.
It's just some guy. Yeah, he's dead. His internal organs are liquefied before he even lands from this triple throw combo.
It's just like trying to return a serve of a water balloon. You're like, no, it's just going to burst all over you. So yeah, they decide, they beat the shit out of them, they win. They decide that the magic box can do everything. Could also cool the lava by speeding the lava up so much that it gets cold, which I don't know that would work. It feels like that would give the lava super speed first.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point. The way they explain it doesn't quite make sense, but it's if a child would like think of it and understand it, but like an adult is like, wait a second.
Yeah. You need a blank mind coming in to think of any of this.
I feel like you could set it to slow motion and then just like, that gives us time to dump a bunch of water on it or something.
Sure.
But like, speed it up so much is like, well, now you're stuck with super lava, lady. Like, so they have to get the box to the lava, so they run up there, and they decide as they're running up the volcano, first Bionic Woman checks out. Even though it's her show, she's the first to check out. She's like, too hot, I'm exhausted. She ducks out. Bionic Man has to save the day. Again, her fucking show. So he's running up the volcano, only like he gets almost there and decides like, I'm going to have to throw it. And they say like, no, you'll never make that throw. It's too far. Like he has the bionic arm though. The throw is like, it's like a couple hundred, it's like a Major League Baseball throw. Sure, I couldn't do it. But they're like, it's too hot to throw. So who has to throw it at last? It's Sasquatch. That's right, best equipped for the heat with his giant fur coat. Sasquatch runs up there, straight up takes the box out of Steve's hand as he's about to make the heroic throw. He's like, fucking, don't do that. Give me that.
8 feet closer. And throw it with
And he moves 8 feet closer. He throws it in. It stops the lava. It saves the day. And then they do the wrap up where they explain that John Saxon will face the justice of Alien Court, which that feels a little weak for all of this.
Yeah.
Put him in the fucking Phantom Zone. Why do you have a Phantom Zone?
Yeah. If Sadie Duncan said my box also does Phantom Zone from the Superman movie, no one would care. That'd be like, of course it does.
I mean, slow motion. Turn his thing down to 0 and just
That'd
leave
work
him.
too.
Like,
yeah. He'll wake up in the year 3700.
Not our fucking problem anymore. They also put Shalin, who has not quite died but is going to die, into time stasis until the mothership will return for them in 100 years. And as they all leave through the Universal Studios ride tunnel, the ice tunnel, they decide, you know what, Sasquatch, Cyber Squatch, you get, in their words, a big bionic hug.
Yeah.
That's how it ends, man. They bionically hug Cyber Squatch in a time tunnel. This show is fucking crazy.
They also think about going into hibernation. Like this, hey, do you want to sleep with us for 100 years in time stasis? And they're like, kinda. Should we?
Yeah, that seems cool. But then ultimately they decide, nah, I just want to hug your Sasquatch. You know what? Can you turn his hug dial up to 11? You have it set on 6 for some reason. Why would you do that? That's it. That's the end of those episodes.
What a show. Alex will do yours in the bonus. So if you want to hear that, you got to join our Patreon.
I just, with all 5 of these, I love how little it really has to do with Bigfoot. Right. You know what I mean? Like, Bigfoot's in it, but immediately he's bionic and there's aliens and there's earthquake caves and stuff. Like,
he just like
the
works
show really
for the
doesn't
aliens.
think Bigfoot is actually that interesting.
Yeah.
They need to do so much more.
It could have been anything. It could have been a strong alien. It could have been a dog. There's no reason for it to be Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's almost like Superman lore, a lot of it. Like an alien being and super strength and on the earth and stuff. Like, Bigfoot being in this seems very coincidental.
I mean, they only used him to like rip open doors. They could have like had a laser or, I don't know.
Also, there's no like established unit for Bigfoot. Could have just been strong enough to take on the Bionic Man.
Sure.
Like, he doesn't exist, so there must have been a nerd fight where they were like, no, Bigfoot could not take... He would need to be some kind of cyber Bigfoot to stand a chance.
Wait, what did you just say? $sign eyes, $sign eyes.
Einstein, 100, Frankfurt. 1900, Frankfurt.